What's up guys, it's Skippy the Gamer here and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be continuing the story in Guild Wars 2 Season 2 in this video. And so, yeah, in the last Guild Wars 2 video we finished Episode 1, Gates of Maguma. And now we're starting on Episode 2, Entanglement. Alright, so let's get into this. Scarlet's secret room. Oh, also, one other thing, I am running the game through the DirectX 11 beta, as you can see. And so yeah, we're going to see how it performs and see if it really makes much of a difference. Alright, let's get into it.
Timmy? Timmy, are you here? Timmy?
They're here. I'm okay. Scruffy protected me. Are you all okay?
Oh, whew. Yeah, we're okay too.
Everything started to shake. I barely had time to get into Scruffy.
Is she okay, Bram?
Yeah, she's okay.
That's been when the vines
She hid in our
attacked.
golem.
I didn't hide. I was collecting important data.
Ooh. Oh, I thought that was the
Did I
lever.
hear you say Timey's okay?
I'm fine. Collie.
What's happening?
I'm fine! I feel like the whole world is falling out from under us. I think we all feel that way. We've got a new dragon to contend with. Nothing will ever be the same. No, it won't. Mordremoth did this, and it's only just starting.
Mordremoth?
Raises the
Hiccups.
stakes to a whole new level of awful, doesn't it?
Gods, we need a plan. What are we gonna do?
Alright, Casimir, calm down. You really think all these vines are related to Mordremoth? All these deaths? I'm quite sure. What are we going to do? We start by following Scarlet's trail. Scarlet believed she had seen the bigger picture. It was part of her delusion. I don't think bringing down the Zephyrites was part of Scarlet's plan. But both she and the Saboteur talked about the destruction of Tyria. I know. Aaron said a Tyrian leader would die. This makes me think someone or something is pulling his strings. That scares me most about him. Trouble is, we have no idea who he meant. It could be anyone, though the biggest threat to Mordremoth is probably Traherne. I hate the thought that Queen Jenna could be in danger too. He said several other strange things too. Yes, like it will be so pleased, and I have seen the bigger picture. He sounded so much like Scarlet, it was unnerving. I suspect we can still learn from Scarlet, even posthumously. Yeah. Alright, Tommy. Talk to us, what have you found? For the record, I agree that this is Mordremoth's doing. It all started with Scarlet. We need to understand her. Did you see her voice recorder? Her books and papers? I'm just glad you're okay. What have you learned here? Lots of things. Like Scarlet started with steam creatures, then graduated to ether and watchwork. She released a bunch of the steam creatures into the wild. Oh, and she killed Omad. Killed Omad? He was her last mentor. He experimented on her with his mind-widening device. And that's when she saw the eternal alchemy, or what she thought was it. So she killed him for it? No, she killed him because once he realized this device worked, he started looking at her like she was elaborate, not like an assistant or student. He was going to experiment more on her. I see, but surely Omad wouldn't have hurt her. Historically speaking, previous generations of Asura, including Omads, view the Silvari as an anomaly to be studied. When the first Silvari arrived, many were victimized in the interest of arcane knowledge. Do you have any new insight into that drawing on the wall? Actually, I do. Based on Scarlett's writings and her holographic recorder over there, I came up with a theory. I think that's the representation of her vision. Her vision? Her mentor Omad made a device that opened the mind. When she tried it, she had a vision. At the center is a symbol of seeing used to represent the pale tree. And you think she drew that drawing after it? Yes, she claimed that she had seen the eternal alchemy during the vision. Her symmetrical elements in the drawing and the pale tree at the center lead me to that conclusion. Why the pale tree? In her vision, she saw the pale tree attacked by a thorn vine. She described it as doing terrible damage to the pale tree. That sounds terrible. Did it bother her? It pleased her. She even grew some thorny vines to strangle Omad. The parallel with the vines from her vision is not lost on me. What about the ley lines? Have you learned anything new? The most interesting thing of all, Scarlett theorized that our waypoint positioning coincides with the locations of the most powerful ley lines. Was she right? Likely, but I'm not yet confirmed. I need to do more research. I need to better understand the elements that drew her to that conclusion. Fascinating.
So, were you able to figure out what Scarlett was doing here?
She was studying ley lines, but I don't...
Hold on.
Oh my! What's happening?
That's
Hey,
great.
come look at this. There's a passage behind this bookshelf.
What? Get out of my way! Let me see!
Settle down. Let the boss go in first.
Alright, but hurry up!
But hurry up!
Let's go.
And explore the tunnel. Whew, there's going to be a lot of reading. A History of Drytop by Nicholas Sanford, 1070 AE. Now a barren landscape, this rounded basin may have held water many millennia ago. Sand now covers everything, blowing on the wind and eroding all, rocks and inhabitants alike. Unknown sentient beings once built fragile hillside homes high on the cliffsides. Some structures still linger but will also fall victim to the blowing sand and hot sun. The area attracts outlaws on the run with something to hide, or those who are unwelcome among civilized folk for one reason or another. This makes the area dangerous to travelers such as me and Yackington. Migrating centaurs packs come through here, it seems. There is evidence that they once had a refuge here. A large tree trunk, quite out of place, could have been one of their sacred trees. Despite appearances, this waterless area is far from lifeless, and it serves as a doorway into the Maguma jungle, a region of uncontrollable growth, life, and often death. Interesting. It's a little bit of lore and backstory of the Drytop. These things sound like they're from fractals of the mists. Another book. On the open page of the book, Scarlett drew a route leading up and out of her tunnel to a higher region of Drytop. Examine it. The points on Scarlett's map trace a path winding across this higher region of Drytop to some unknown destination, where she drew crisscrossing lighting bolts. Interesting. This piece of paper was torn from a book. Alright. Letters sent home from soldiers in the Cornan army have given us great insight into their lives. In the 11th century AE, their leader, Vera Ossa, inspired great loyalty. In one particular speech, Ossa praised her military and encouraged them to use their persuasive abilities to build the power of Corna from inside. She said, if properly convinced, you can get whole groups of lesser creatures to work toward your goals without them realizing they're not working for themselves. Also cited the allies between centaurs and Cornan craftspeople as an example. Together they produced better armor and weapons. They provided for the Cornan people's day-to-day needs. Interesting. This notebook, titled Research Notes, has a complex set of equations, drawings, and engineering blueprints. Leave it. Did you find something? You found something, didn't you? Scarlet left a map showing that she headed someplace to the southwest. I bet it leads to the ley line she discovered. You stay here with the others for now. I'm going to see where it takes me. Alright, well that's the first chapter done. Yeah, I had no idea this was here. I've had years of playing this game and I never know that there was a little garden patch here. Huh, learn something new every day. Discovering Scarlet's breakthrough. I think
This place is amazing and brimming with bad guys.
Bad
The
guys.
Inquest are here.
We know how to deal with Inquest. Let's clear this place out.
By killing
Ross,
them.
let's be smart. Scarlet will have left security devices in place. They're currently offline, but if I can reactivate them, we can use them to our advantage.
Advantage.
Can't we just get rid of them the good old-fashioned way?
You could, but they'd be back before you know it. Scarlet's security can protect this area from future attacks. Clear the way to the first console for me.
I think the load times are considerably quicker. I think they are a lot faster than what they used to be. So I can say that about the DirectX 11. The load times are quicker.
6 feet tall!
Alright, Tommy, do your thing.
Overriding access. Enabling manual controls on the... Ooh, zap weapons!
Zap weapons!
Okay, it's all yours. Use the console to fry some Inquest.
It isn't gonna blow up in our faces, is it?
Don't be silly. The chances are so slim as to be negligible. About 53%. I tagged us all on last time.
53%.
Alright, let's zap some Inquest then.
About 53%. Zap him! They just keep coming!
There's another console ahead. You'll have to activate it as well.
Alright.
Let's go.
You're enjoying yourself, aren't you, Tyler?
Using Scarlet's brilliant devices, even her earliest designs to neutralize Inquest, how could I not have fun?
Yeah, she's having a lot of fun.
If that's how you want to play it.
I got a rainbow sword. Don't cross me.
This one is a little more complicated. Nothing I can't handle, though. Is it my birthday? This one interfaces with one of her steam creatures. Doop-dee-doo and ta-da! Now you have full control. If badly damaged, it'll eject you.
It'll
But
eject you.
Self-repair protocols should power it back up again once it's done.
I want to try it.
Not you. This one's for the boss only.
Tommy's having a field day.
Ever combine Rubik crystals and arcane reducers?
I have.
Woo! Let's rumble!
There we go. Interact. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, fight my minion!
But as far as I can tell, there's one more console up ahead. Get me to it and we'll be golden.
I gotta say, that look suits you.
No time to dawdle. Inquests don't give up easily. They'll launch a counterattack and we have to be ready.
Alright, which way is it? This way? I'm guessing it's this way. You done, Timey?
Last one, done. This will activate Scarlet's holographic defenses. Once they're fired up, they'll kill everything in here.
You do realize we fall in the category of everything.
Everything.
Don't worry. I'm confident I can configure the system to identify our silhouettes as allies. It looks like take it.
We don't have a bit. Inquest incoming. Lots of inquest.
Tiny, work as fast as you can. We'll buy you some time.
Let's go!
There we go.
That's how you want to play it.
Hold on. Activating the defenses.
You're absolutely sure this won't kill us?
Absolutely. I give it a solid,
A solid.
53% chance.
I beg your pardon?
I beg your
Maybe
pardon.
you shouldn't.
It's beautiful.
And we're still alive. That's a plus.
Of course we're alive.
beautiful.
I was joking about 53%. It was more like 78.
Wonderful. Looks like we're gonna be the only ones walking around in here for some time.
It was more like
Great time.
78.
What is this place?
It's a
Well,
cave.
everything points to it being a ley line hub, and
I love that line.
It's
It's a
where multiple
cave.
ley lines intersect. Scarlet thought it important enough to set up a lab here.
Plant Dragon's corruption has found its way in.
Yes, it's troubling, but it makes sense given how the dragons consume magic. They're undoubtedly attracted to ley lines, like spiders are attracted to flies caught in their webs.
That doesn't bode well for Wayfields.
Nope, I'm afraid not.
There has to be something we can do about it.
I'm working on a solution. I've tapped into the Asuran Waypoint network to see which waypoints are being disturbed. It's far more widespread than I imagined.
How widespread?
Well, for example, the waypoints at Fort Concordia and at Fort Salma are behaving irregularly. If it's the dragon's tendrils, and I presume it is, then that's quite far afield.
presume it is.
There are other waypoints being disturbed, but those two are the most egregious. It's interesting that they're both strongholds.
I'd say this requires some direct observation. I want to see what this is all about with my own two eyes.
Why don't we split up? Rox and I can take Concordia. You two head out to Fort Salma and say hello to your sister for us.
That's a great idea. I'd love to spend more time with Belinda. Get to know her better.
I don't care if you beg. I'm not going to either place. I have to stay here and continue my research.
Why can't you
Nothing's
beg?
changing my mind.
No begging here. Come on, Bram. Let's go.
No begging here. Sweet. Sweet! Go to Concordia and the Timberline Falls. I will do that. Alright, let's see how quick this... Okay, that was pretty quick. It's usually a lot longer than that, so I'm actually kind of happy. At least I don't have to waste time in loading screens anymore. But now, here's a real test. Going from one zone to another. Let's see how fast it can go now. Alright. It might be like first time loading in might take as much time as it did last time before the beta, but once you've been here it shouldn't take as long to load. I think that's how it goes. I think. Alright, the Concordia incident.
What in Wolf's name is happening? These vines. The kid was right again.
That kid.
She's wrong sometimes, too.
What'd you say?
I said we should get moving, now that we're all here.
What'd you say?
From the look of it, they could use a hand.
I'll take the lead.
Oh, no you don't. Not with that leg. You're still recuperating. Stay behind Frostbite. He's got a mean tailwind.
Ganging up on me isn't fair. I'm fine.
Fine.
Come on, let's get this over with.
Clear Concordia. I shall do that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Bram! Muscle Man.
We're going to be putting the whole place out. Call!
Tend to the wounded so we can get everyone inside.
Dude, what are you doing? Come on, get back up. Get back up, mate.
Back inside.
Back inside. I don't know how long this episode's going to be because I don't know how I'm going to edit this. This whole episode. I don't know how, so yeah, I don't know if it's going to be
Thanks
very
for helping
long
us
or
out here.
not.
That attack caught us by surprise.
You had no warning?
Well, a few small vines popped up after the Priory caravan arrived, but we didn't pay those any mind. Until they grew.
Till they
Fiery
grew.
caravan. Was it carrying the vines? Seeds?
Not that they mentioned. They did have some extremely old artifacts with them.
I'd like to talk to the scholar in charge of the caravan.
They headed northwest with Lindsay to find the rest of the cavalcade. Some were separated from this lot.
What's your plan?
I'm taking this caravan along with everyone from Concordia to an Asuran lab northeast of here, for safety.
We can go along and provide additional security.
I want to find this Priory scholar and see where these vines came from. Why don't we split up? We can cover more ground that way.
I don't know about that. Let's discuss it more.
I'm with Bram. Let's find out what's going on. I know Bram says his leg is fine, but that trip into Dry Top was hard on him. It'd be best if he stayed with Tactician Arts Caravan. I can go with you to look for survivors. I'm not sure. I know he really wants to go. Bram wants to play the hero, sure, but is that in his best interest? Knock iron that nothing happens while he's out there. Let me think about it. Bram. Rock's worries too much. My limp is completely gone. I should go with you to find Lindsay. What do you say? I don't know, your leg might flare up. Perhaps it's best if you stay with Tactician Art in the caravan. It's fine, I promise. I want to get back into the action. Rock can stay back and help Tactician Art. I'll consider it when I let Tactician Art know my decision. You all know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick Bram. Bram and I will find Lindsay and join you at Golden Light Hollow Lab. Rox and I will find Lindsay while Bram goes here. Yeah, Bram and I.
Let's move out, shall we? Raise the northern gate.
See you on the other side, Rox.
Careful out there, Bram.
Careful out there, Bram.
All right, form up.
Magister Lindsay. Talk with me. Thank goodness you found us. I was afraid we'd be trapped here. How did you know to look for us? We heard there was trouble at Concordia and came immediately. How bad are things over there? Have the items in the fort been compromised? I'm afraid so. The Vigil have retreated to the Golden Light Hollow Lab. What are we going to do now? Our caravans were carrying magical artifacts out here for safekeeping. The Crichton Royal Locket is among them. The Crichton Royal Locket? It's a magical locket. It's said to always have the image of the current heir to the throne in Kratos' display inside. It's quite beautiful. It sounds powerful. Very powerful. And coveted. We move it from fort to fort on an irregular schedule. I probably shouldn't even be telling you about it, but you're you. I love that, but you're you. My lips are sealed.
Let's go.
Finally, something not so minor.
Consider yourself honorary lab assistant.
Ooh, look at that! The Vallis Tertiary waypoint. Damn, look at that! That's another little detail I never noticed. The vines actually grabbed the waypoint. Damn. The poor waypoint. Alright. Oh, see, I didn't even need to be here. They finished it for me.
We got as many here as we could, though I'm not confident we're safe yet.
There were wounded all through the hills. This is a bad situation.
We should probably get over to Fort Salma. We're meeting friends there. Do you have this under control?
We're good. Thanks for your help. Safe journey.
Alright, Rox, talk to me. Do you think Tactician Art will be alright? This attack hit everyone here pretty hard. You two should stay behind to keep looking for survivors. I'll head to Fort Salma. Good. We've got this covered. How about we meet at Dry Top when we're done? I know Bram's worried about timing. We keep forgetting she's just a kid. A kid that was right about Concordia and that warned us about Fort Salma.
Ah, recognition.
Recognition!
Quite a reward.
Alright, let's head back to Fort Salma. Trouble at Fort Salma.
You, Manu, be careful.
Ah, Penelope and Blumenu. The Quaggans.
Are they still there?
Yes, in all directions.
Aww.
Hey, glad to have a helping hand. Part of my squad is pinned down at the bottom of the hill. If you can go get them, I'll open the gate and let you all in at once. We can give you cover from the walls. Hurry, they won't hold out much longer.
Got it, Belinda.
Vitality restored.
There we go, that ought to hit them all hard. There we go. Come on, soldier, on your feet. On your feet, soldier.
Hey, my sister and Casimir are holding the courtyard. Get in here if you want to join them.
Jory, backup's here.
And not a moment too soon. Belinda and the Seraph are holding the walls for now. There seems to be no end to these attacks.
We should take the stragglers that make it past the Seraph. The creatures keep coming, both over and under the walls.
Good thinking. I'm determined to hold out until they stop.
Me too. A Seraph told me they've got great obelisk shards here, from the Tower of Nightmares.
Ooh.
They're too valuable to let fall into the wrong hands.
Get ready, everyone. Here comes another wave.
Sis, the eastern gate is getting hit hard. Can you get over there and reinforce it?
You betcha. We can use the northern wall to get there. Look safe.
Yay, quickness!
When you get there, back up.
That was a...
Keep the gate clear.
Thank you, Casby.
We'll follow.
That was handy. Thank you very much.
We did it. The courtyard is secure for now.
Seems our luck is holding.
Bam.
Hold on. Do you hear that? What is...
Boss fight.
Of course, they couldn't just let us rest.
Nope.
That sounds big.
Oh dear. It's massive. What's our strategy?
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Hello,
I'm
hello.
guessing if we take out King Monstrosity, the grunts will give up. Okay, if that's how you want to... Listen, that thing is shielded. We're going to have to coordinate our efforts to bring it down. I can rig my minions to explode on contact. The impact will putrefy its shielding, and that will give you an opportunity to strike.
Alright. So I just need to wait.
Keep my minion alive, and it'll tear down that
That got him. Yay! It's all clear now. Belinda, I did all your dirty work for you. I want to be extremely compensated. I'm a thief class. I'm a thief class. Remember? Wait, where am I supposed to be? I'm supposed to be over here. Oh. 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 This is awkward. No. Sorry, Belinda.
We're here, Jory.
I know.
Tell us what you need.
I'm okay. I just needed a minute. I'm sorry.
I understand. Completely.
I can't lose control here. If you're too sweet to me, I'll fall apart.
Okay. Okay, we have a lot of work to do.
Right. I have to get her ready. Take her home. I have to tell Mama.
We'll do it all together.
I don't know if that's the best way. I think we need to talk. Cass, honey, I want you to go with them.
What? No, I can't. My place is with you. What if you need me?
I'll be okay. My friends need you more. You have to keep them safe. I'll be with family. I'll catch up when I
sorry,
can.
Belinda. That was a joke.
No,
okay?
Jory.
That was a joke.
It doesn't feel right. This terrible... Your sister... I should be with you.
I love you for that. But no. You should be with them. We're talking about a dragon. The dragon that killed Belinda.
I don't like it.
I hear what you're saying, love. This is how it has to be. We have greater responsibilities. What do you think?
I'll go, but not tonight. Tonight I'm staying with you. I'll leave tomorrow when you do.
This is the best way. You'll see.
I hope you're right.
I knew I'd achieve this.
And then my character just out of the blue. I knew I achieved this!
Quite a reward.
But yeah, that's really sad for Marjorie. See with her sister. The machine. So this is the Grand Machine.
There you are. We were starting to worry. Where's Marjorie? You two are normally attached at the hip.
Shut up, Bram. Casimir,
Shut
is
up,
Marjorie all
Bram.
right? Did something happen?
Her sister, Belinda, was killed. at Fort Selma. Marjorie went home to be with her family and to mourn.
Oh no, that's terrible.
That's
wait,
terrible.
Why are you here? Shouldn't you be with her?
I wanted to go with her, but she asked me to see this mission through. She's safe, at least, with family.
How's she holding up?
Oh, you know. She puts on a strong face, but I see right through it. I can see that she's hurting, and that she blames herself.
Like any
She
one
promised
would.
she'd join us as soon as she can.
Poor Marjorie.
I'm so sorry, Casimir.
Marjorie.
Sorry, my friend.
Let me catch you up on what I've learned so far.
On that somber note. This was Scarlet's first lane line. It's a hub where multiple lines converge, but it's still tiny compared to the one in Lion's Arch. I heard some of what happened. Miners dug here and hid this pocket. I imagine the ley line messed with their machines, so they abandoned the mine. But some must have talked, and Scarlet heard about it. So this is where it all began. This is definitely where Scarlet began to intensely research ley lines, yes. These machines let her see the magic that is usually invisible. What does all her research add up to? You realise that if Scarlet hadn't lost her mind, she'd have been heralded as one of the greatest arcane researchers of the century. This is an unprecedented discovery, what all Sora dream of. I'm less interested in her past than in our future. Impatient much? Gosh, okay. I've ascertained that there's a disturbance in the ley lines, and it's affecting certain waypoints. Affecting waypoints? Unfortunately, Scarlet was right. When we saw her place the waypoints, some worked better than others, so we got rid of the ones that didn't work and kept those that did. They worked better when placed on a ley line? Correct. Without even realizing what we were doing, we tapped into the power of the ley lines, and it's no longer just theory. I can prove it now. So how are the waypoints affected? I'm 98.5% sure that I can answer correctly. It's these vines. They're attracted to the magical resonance of the waypoints. The vines? So you mean Mordremoth's corruption? Not exactly. It's my belief that these vines we're seeing are coming directly from the dragon, spreading underground across Tyria. It's not just corruption, it's him. And the free-moving ones above ground? As far as I can tell, they're corrupted and spreading, but our primary concern is the waypoint situation. If it gets worse, we could be in serious trouble.
I was just getting to that. I can build a device that will make the waypoints more efficient. They'll be less attractive to Mordremoth.
What do you need us to do?
At the moment, nothing. I have the matter well in hand, but there is something else. Something so amazing. Want to see? Follow me.
Want to see? Ah, it's the machine, isn't it?
Hey,
Tommy,
look.
I know what
Can
you're
you believe your
thinking.
eyes?
What is it?
It's OMAD's machine, you simpleton.
Hey,
Yes,
respect.
simpleton.
Sorry, but it's the very device
Respect.
that showed Scarlet the eternal alchemy. It still works.
Can I
Tommy,
smash
you
it?
idiot.
That thing's gotta be dangerous.
Absolutely not. Think about what we can learn. Besides, my mind is far more resilient than Scarlet's was.
I don't think you should mess with it. I'm inclined to agree with Bram. What do you think?
Can we just smash it? What do you think we should do? If this device Scarlet portaled here from Oman's lab, then it's got to be dangerous. It looks like Scarlet added to it. Some of the parts look different, newer. That makes me even more nervous. Is it powered up? I think so. What do you remember about this device? Tommy said it was designed to affect the mind. To open it to new awareness. I heard that when Scarlet got in it, she claimed she saw what the Asura called the eternal alchemy. What else? It broke Scarlett's mind. After she used it, she was never the same. It's as if it opened the door to insanity. She never was the same again. She committed her first murder after using it, and escalated quickly after that. Yes, this machine started her on a very dark path. So, what are we going to do? We can't let Timmy near it. For her own good, I agree.
Oh no!
But Timmy!
We have to...
No! Stick it in there,
Don't
you little...
touch anything. We don't
Ow.
know what... Timey!
Can't get close. That thing is shooting off too much lightning.
I'll shield you. Get her out of there.
I'm trying! She pushed me back! Timmy, get out!
Enemy retreating.
What was enemy retreat? Oh.
Do not question the dream. We must all play our parts.
Hey, you okay? I think
Crap.
he's dead.
What? No,
I think he's
he's
dead!
alive.
Tell us everything. What did you see?
Are you alright? Once it had you, we were afraid to just yank you out.
Well, then you started screaming and we had no choice.
How do you feel? When you're ready to talk, we're ready to listen.
Alright, boss, you okay? Take deep breaths. It was incredible. What else? What are you talking about? I had a vision. I saw it. The eternal alchemy. You what? You're going to have to explain. I don't understand. I'll try. I saw how Tyria is woven and I'm tied up in it. Somehow. Okay, I think you need to rest a while. Do you hurt anywhere? Listen. Vast energies flow through and around Tyria. I saw a dragon. Yeah, what? What did you see? It was part of the workings of the world. It came at me. That sounds like a terrible nightmare. I also saw the pale tree at the heart of a vast moving puzzle, as Scarlet did. The pale tree? What do you think it means? It means we have to talk to her. What can she do? She's a tree. She has a political clout. She's important, perhaps more than we know.
I wish I'd seen it.
I'm glad you're okay, but you had magic flowing out of your ears.
It wasn't so bad.
His hair was standing straight up.
Now they just start laughing about
It
it.
was.
Alright,
Okay,
laugh
guys,
it up, you
this
chumps.
is serious. We need to talk about what we're going to do. What's the plan?
Alright, Casmi. Can you explain more about what you saw? What do you think it means? It's hard to describe. The pale tree was in my vision, represented by the symbol we saw in the on the drawings in Scarlet's room. We have to go talk to her. In the grove? Do you think she can help you make sense of your vision? She may be our greatest ally. It's time to make the world aware of Mordremoth. I see, yes. We should talk to her. How do you think we should make the world aware? That sounds like a big job. We need to let leaders know. If we're lucky, they'll listen. So you don't just want to inform them. You want to get them to work together against Mordremoth. I can't imagine any greater or more urgent threat than Mordremoth. True. Between the endangered waypoints, the corrupted Mordrum and the vines spreading underground as far as the Shiver Peaks towards our hordes of magical items, I don't see how they could disagree. We'll find a way. But first, we need to talk to the Pale Tree. You're reaching for the stars. How can we pull that off? You're well respected, but will that be enough? We'll take it one step at a time. and this journey begins with the pale tree. Alright, you know we'd follow you anywhere. I'll send a request for an audience to the grove. But before I meet you there, I want to stop by the Reach and check on Jory. We'll meet you in the grove and the pale tree is available. You okay, Kaz? Me? Yes, I'm okay. It's not easy seeing someone you love go through a loss like that. Jory was trying to be strong, but all I could see was her despair. It must have been heart-wrenching for you. She's a soldier, so she bottles it up inside. I just want to be there to pick up. I just want to be there to pick up the pieces when the dam breaks. She's a soldier. She'll grieve after the funeral, and her duty are complete. I expect so. Until then, she's got to be strong for her mother and sisters. If only I still had my father's wealth, I could take her away from all this. Keep her safe. Give her the things she deserves. She's a fighter. Do you think she'd be content to being kept? I don't know. I just want to do something for her. I just want her to be safe. None of us is safe as long as the dragons
I'll mail
are
you when I'm
active.
ready to go to the pale tree. Bye, everyone.
See you, Kaz. And that's episode 2 complete. Entangled. That's actually a lot. That was actually a lot quicker than what I was expecting. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It'll certainly help me out a great deal. And yeah, if you like this, please keep an eye out for when the next episode of the series drops, and yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video. See yous.